chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe, they help to make the seasons bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh, and every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you.
And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92.
Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you.
Welcome to the Christmas Goodtime Hour. I'm glad you could come by and share an hour with my TV family here and a couple of friends like Shecky Green, George Goebel, and Ann Murray. Really makes me feel great. Oh, and something else. My mom and dad are with us, and 3 of my sisters, and of course, my wife, Billy, and the kids. That sounds like Billy and the Kid, don't it? We're going to have a lot of fun and a lot of good music, so why don't we just rip it off?
From CBS, Television City in Hollywood, starring Shecky Green, Ann Murray, Mel Tiller, Jerry Reed, Larry McNeely, plus Glenn's family, and special guest star George Goebel on the Glen Campbell Goodtime Hour.
Well, welcome to my humble store. Buy a card, or 3 or 4. Whatever you choose will be a smash. No checks allowed. We just take cash.
Well, I want a card for Christmas time. Something cheap with a simple rhyme.
You're making mock, and pal, I know it. But I got news for you. You're a terrible poet.
Well, when it comes to thinking up a verse, I ain't very good, but you know, you're worse.
You're making sport, but that's okay. I'll give you any card you say. Now, here. You know, these cards are specialized. They're not for the masses.
Oh.
But to read this one, I gotta get my glasses.
Oh.
Now, here's a card. Here's a card. It's the perfect pop-up. And if you don't like this, I'll close my shop up. Well, see, when you open it up, it's a pop-out scene with a pop-out king, a pop-out queen. There's pop-out presents around a pop-out tree and pop-out singers who sing on key. Now, take my advice. It's really nice. Oh, and on the back is the pop-out price.
Well, before I scream and before I holler, what's the price?
Just $25.
Well, you must be crazy, and you're out of your mind. I just want the simple, inexpensive kind.
You know, when you walked in, I saw at first sight, you're not only cheap, you just ain't too bright.
Well, if you think you're smart and you think you're funny, you come up with a card and I'll come up with the money.
Now, this may come as a big surprise, but nowadays, cards are personalized for any profession or any position. Now, here's one for your family physician. What's the use of decking the halls if you won't come around to make house calls?
That's kind of cute. You got one for a sailor?
Not only that, you bet your bippy and one for your tailor. The suit you made was a lovely token. It fits like a glove, but the zipper's broken. Oh? Now, here's one that I got from my mother-in-law.
Oh?
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, everyone was working except you, you louse.
Now, those aren't clever and those aren't fun. I want a card that I can send anyone.
A traditional card that's cheerful and jolly with Christmas trees, Santa Claus, candles, and holly.
That's perfect, terrific, right on the dot.
Now, ain't that a shame? That's just what we ain't got.
Well, you've tested my patience, and I'm losing my cool. I'll try elsewhere. Goodbye and good Yule.
Oh, wait. I just remembered I've got it this time. It says, Merry Christmas. Now, would you spring for a dime?
Now, that's a card that sounds real cheap. Read it out loud to me, you creep.
I want you to listen to each word and each letter. Shakespeare couldn't have written it better. May the season bring you good cheer. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
I'll take it.
Signed, Irving.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells.
Glenn, listen, I hate to interrupt you, but that's no way to sing Jingle Bells.
Well, what's wrong with it?
Well, first of all, you got no bells. Santa Claus is never going to visit you unless you get some bells. You got to sing with bells. Come on in, girls. Give him a hand. And here's a bell for you. Come on.
Oh, thank you,
Now,
Shaggy.
let's see it. Let's do it again, okay?
Okay.
Sing.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey,
Wait.
What's wrong now?
Weak, too weak.
Weak?
Yep, you got too much ding, not enough dong. It's just a teeny tinkle. What you need, my friend, is more bells.
More bells?
More bells.
Can I continue now?
Be my guest.
All right.
A 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4.
jingle bells, all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey,
More bells!
jingle all the way.
Doorbell!
Fun it is to ride in a one-horse
Telephone bell!
dashing to the
Choo-choo bell! Keep singing all together!
field we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring.
Stop, I say, stop. Your jingle doesn't jangle, your dingle doesn't dangle. What you need is more bells!
Well, what other kind of bells are there?
Cowbells!
Cowbells.
Fire bells! And this, my friend, is Lulabelle. She's a bit of a ding-dong, but she rings my chime. A 1, 2, 3, 4.
Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight.
More bells!
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dancing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, dancing we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Hold it. We forgot the most important bell.
What?
Glen Campbell!
season, Ann Murray's been with us 3 times. She's getting to be so much a part of the family around here, I wanted to make sure she was on our Christmas show. And here she is, a fantastic singer, Miss Ann Murray.
If I had my way this Christmas, if all I would wish could be of all the great wishes in a wonderful world, I'd only ask for 3. And if I could have 3 wishes, and if my first wish came true, there'd be peace on earth, goodwill among men, love in all that we do. Can you imagine a world like that? What a wonderful world it would be. And then I would wish it would go on forever for people like you and me. If I had my way this Christmas, and if the 2 others came true, my 3rd wish would be for now and forever to share all my wishes with you. My 3rd wish would be for now and forever to share all my wishes with you. My wishes with you.
Have you ever noticed when you're decorating the Christmas tree, everybody wants to do it a different way? Well, that can lead to problems, and here's Shecky and Larry McNeely to show you how.
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. Gone away is the bluebird, here to stay is the new bird. He sings a love song as we go along, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we will build a snowman, we'll pretend that he is Parson Brown. Say, are you married? We'll say no, man, but you can do the job when you're in town. Later on we'll conspire as we dream by the fire to face unafraid the plans that we made, walking in a winter wonderland. Well, in the meadow we will build a snowman, we'll pretend that he is Parson Brown. Say, are you married? We'll say no, man, but you can do the job when you're in town. Later on we'll conspire as we dream by the fire to face unafraid the plans that we made, walking in a winter wonderland, walking in a winter wonderland, walking in a winter wonderland.
On, Dancer! On! Prancer! On, Dasher! On, oh, forget it. I'll take the helicopter.
He's promised to show all you housewives out there how to prepare your Christmas turkey. So, George, how do you do that? Hey, that's a beautiful bird.
Well, Glenn, maybe to you it's a bird, but to me it's a dear, dear friend.
What?
Yeah, I mean, this ain't your average run-of-the-mill commonary supermarket butterball. You are looking at my best friend.
Your best friend?
That's right. I raised this turkey from an egg.
Ah, come on. You mean you raised him from the time it was hatched?
No, before that, I sat on the egg.
So how'd you do that?
Very carefully. I mean, you got to sit there 3 weeks, and, you just go this way one little bit, Or even if you go that way one little bit.
Yeah.
You ain't going to get no turkey. You're going to have an omelet.
I mean, George, you're telling me you sat on a turkey egg for 3 weeks.
Glenn, I didn't come all the way down here to tell you a lot of big lies. If I say, 24 hours a day for 3 weeks, there I sat with my little bag all packed, ready for the big moment.
Oh, what'd you do all that time?
Well, I knitted little three-toed booties. I read Lady in Waiting magazine.
Well, what did Alice say?
Oh, Alice. Alice said I never looked lovelier than when I was expecting little Buford.
Oh, that's his name, Buford?
Buford, that's his name. And sure enough, one morning about 3 o'clock, I felt this little pecking sensation. And little Buford, he was coming out of his shell. And I tell you, I just about came out of my jammies.
Oh.
I mean, labor pains, forget it. They're nothing compared to that, So you can see that old Buford and I have been through a lot.
Now, come on, George. You mean to tell me you had this turkey running around the house just like part of the family?
Yeah, and messy. But, really, if there had been a newspaper strike at that time, it would have been all over. But he was a beauty. He really was. It got so where I couldn't go anyplace without old Buford.
Oh, really?
And every night he used to sleep at the foot of our bed. It was real cute. And then one night he crawled right up in between me and spooky old Alice.
I bet that made you mad, huh?
No. The way I look at it, ain't too much difference between a cold turkey and a cold shoulder. Really, it was kind of cute when he was sleeping with us, when he was little.
Yeah.
When he was little. But by the time he got to be this size, he got to hogging the covers and well, something had to be done,
Yeah.
So I said to Alice, I knew something had to be. I said, Alice, what do you want me to do with my turkey? And she told me. And so here we are, stuffing it.
I hate to think that we're making a meal out of your best friend, George.
No. It's all right. He looks real natural laid out like that, don't he?
I don't know. You take their feathers off and they all look alike to me.
Now, you see, you just can't help yourself, you know. Now there you go, making mock at old Buford. Just because he happens to be stark naked. But I want to tell you something. There was a time when he was a snappy dresser. That was before the accident.
What accident, George?
Well, actually, I don't believe it was really an accident. See, one day, spooky old Alice got after him with the vacuum cleaner. You know what it did? Sucked off his tail feathers just like that.
Really?
Oh, I'm telling you, his pride was hurt so bad. It was sad, Glenn. I had to make him a whole new tail.
Well, how'd you do that?
Well, I took a bunch of old neckties and I starched them up real good, and then I stuck them onto Buford's posterior. And it was colorful, I'll say. And you talk about proud. Oh, that Buford, he was proud. You know what he used to do, Glenn? You won't believe this. He used to go strutting around like this, you know, with them neckties sticking out there. You know. Oh, he'd strut. He'd kind of get the thing. And if I wasn't there to watch him, he'd holler for me. He'd say, gobble, 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 gobble. He was a strutting around there, you know. You know what the neighbors used to call him?
No, what, George?
Well, the neighbors used to call him the proud bird with the gobble tail.
You're going to show me how to dress your bird or not, George?
Well, there's only one thing you really have to know.
What's
you see,
that?
I got this bottle right here. The main thing, you just add a dash of Napoleon brandy.
Well, why Napoleon brandy?
Why? Well, Napoleon, old Nappy, he was Buford's idol.
Oh?
Because he knew how to hold his brandy. How he used to hold it? He used to hold it right here under his coat. You've seen him picture. Kept his tummy warm.
Oh?
Now, you got to have just the right touch. See?
Oh?
A drop for thee, and a drop for me.
Well, George, can we get on with getting the turkey ready?
Partner, that's as far as I go.
Oh?
Yeah, because by the time I finish the brandy, I start to get warm all over.
Oh?
And when I get that feeling like that, you know, I just get a real craving for Chinese food.
Well, what about Buford?
Let him get his own Chinese food.
You know, usually about this time in the show, we do our concert spot, and I guess the idea really came to me from the days we used to sit around the house and just pick and sing our little hearts out. Well, tonight it's kind of like old times, because my mom and dad are here, and my three sisters, and they're going to join us in a little bit of down-home music, and they're really something else singing together. Dad, y'all want to start it?
Yeah.
What y'all want to do?
Crying time.
Crying time? All righty.
Oh, it's crying time again. You're gonna leave me. I can see the faraway look in your eye. I can tell by the way you hold me, darling. Oh, yeah. It won't be long before it's crying time. Oh, they say when your heart breaks, your love goes stronger. And that
beautiful? You know, they've been harmonizing something like now on 44 years now. Well, it is 44 years. Y'all been married 44 years.
Yeah, in
Y'all,
August.
y'all didn't do any harmonizing before you was married?
A little now and then.
Did you? 44 years. I'll never forget, my dad said he took Mom out on his 43rd wedding anniversary, and they went out, you know, to the ice cream parlor there in Delight. That's a big outing there, you know. And they get back home that night, and as soon as Dad head hits a pillow, he's asleep. I mean, he's out. And Mama said, Wes, said, don't you remember 43 years ago tonight, said, you put your arm around me. And Dad said, oh, all right. And he put his arm around her. He's back out again. And Wes, Mama nudges him, said, Wes, said, don't you remember 43 years ago tonight, you kissed me on the cheek? So Daddy said, oh, all right. He kissed her on the cheek, and then he put his arm around her. Again, he fell asleep. Mom nudged him, said, Wes, darn it, said, don't you remember 43 years ago tonight, you bit me on the ear? So Dad gets up, and Mama said, Wes, said, what are you stumbling around in the dark for? And he said, I'm looking for my teeth. You know, there were an awful lot of us Campbells back home in Delight. Mom and Dad, of course, and all my brothers, Wayne, Lyndall, Gerald, Shorty, and Ronald, and myself, and Sister Billy that's not with us tonight. And my other three sisters is younger than I am. There's Jane, and then Barbara, and then Sandy. Sandy's the baby, right?
Yes.
Hey, y'all do that song for me, okay?
Okay.
Till There Was You.
Okay.
Hit it, Marty.
There were bells on a hill, but I never heard them ringing. No, I never heard them at all till there was you. There were birds in the sky, but I never saw them winging. No, I never saw them at all till there was you. And there was music, and there was wonderful roses. They tell me in sweet, fragrant meadows of dawn and dew. There was love all around, but I never heard it singing. No, I never heard it at all till there was you.
Let's do that. The fast one, 'cause I used to sing with y'all, okay? Yeah. Oh, this was a rock and roll number. I mean, we did it big around the house. You ready?
1, 2, 3, hey, look at Mr. Lee, yeah, 3, 4, 5. Look at him jive, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. Oh, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. Oh, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. My heart is aching, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. For you, Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. My heart is aching, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. For you, Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. 'Cause I love you so. I love you so. And won't let you go. And I won't let him go. Yes, now. 1, 2, 3. Look at Mr. Lee, yeah, 3, 4, 5. Look at him jive, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. Oh, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee. Oh, Mr. Lee, Mr. Lee.
sock.
I got the bag.
Oh, then it must be my stomach. Wow! Look at all these Christmas presents. Hey, Noodles, this is gonna be some haul, huh?
Yeah. I don't like it, though, Toots. It's not a good idea to go around stealing on Christmas.
Are you crazy? Everyone's asleep. You couldn't ask for a better time. The gifts are all out and the cops ain't.
Yeah, but it's Christmas, Toots.
Yeah, well, isn't Christmas the time for giving and taking? Well, they're giving and we're taking. What are you worried about?
You call this a haul? 2 bottles of perfume, electric toothbrush, and a Barbie doll.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
I already got a Barbie doll.
This is no time for levity. Hey, listen. You grab the television set and I'll get the silverware, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Hey, Noodles. Huh. You'd never believe it, but it's genuine silver. Would you believe that?
You're kidding.
Hey, who are you?
Well, I'm Santa Claus.
You don't look like Santa Claus.
Oh, you mean because the way I dressed, huh? You didn't recognize me because I don't have the red suit and the beard on.
Yeah.
Well, you see, I only dress that way when I'm in department stores. But when I'm out casing a joint, I mean, when I'm out delivering presents, I gotta be more comfortable. You know how it is, kid.
Yeah. Who are you?
I'm Noodles. I'm Santa's elf.
Yeah,
You're
he's
an elf.
my
How
elf.
come you're so big?
Well, I'm a very young elf. You see, as elves get older, they get shorter and smaller.
See, I didn't know that.
I'm Santa's accomplice.
Yeah, that's right. He drives the getaway. I mean, he drives the sled.
Boy, wait till I tell the other kids that I met Santa Claus and his elf.
Yeah.
Ho, won't they be surprised? Well, good night, little boy. Go to
Yeah,
bed, okay?
you want to run
Wait,
upstairs?
Santa, I'm not going to bed till I find out what you brought me.
It's way past your bedtime.
Yeah, kid, do us a favor, will you please? Go hit the sack.
My daddy said it's Christmas, and I can stay up as late as I want. Should I go ask him?
Oh, no, no. We can use another assistant, can't we, Noodles?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Well, then, what'd you bring me?
Were you a good little boy?
Yes?
Well, you know what I got for you? I got silverware. A service for 12. That's what I got for you.
What am I going to do with that?
What are you kidding, kid? You can hock that. You can get $50 for that stuff.
Look what else Santa brought you. A 17-jewel wristwatch.
Yeah.
But I can't even tell time.
Oh, it's easy, kid. You see, when the Spiro was on the...
Over there under the tree, there's a baseball glove, a chemistry set, and a sled.
Oh, wow. Gee, you got me everything on my list.
Yeah, now go to bed and Merry Christmas.
Yeah, go to bed. And to everybody else, a merry good night, okay?
Before I go, Santa, I want to give you a present. It's in my socks.
It sucks.
What's the kid gonna give us, his feet?
Here's a peanut butter sandwich for the long ride home. You can split it with Noodles. And Santa, read the card. I wrote it myself.
Hey, Noodles, he's a nice little kid, ain't he?
Yeah.
Dear Santa, I like Christmas because everybody becomes good, even bad people. Not just because they're going to get presents, but because there's something about Christmas that's special. It makes all people want to be good. Your friend, Eddie. It's wonderful.
It's wonderful, Eddie. On behalf of Santa Claus and all his elves, thank you and Merry Christmas.
You gonna give out some more presents, Santa?
No, Eddie.
What do you mean?
I'm going to give some back.
Merry Christmas, Santa.
Merry Christmas, Noodles. Merry Christmas, Eddie. Yeah. Merry Christmas, everybody. I watch out for New Year's Eve.
This is my daughter, Kelly, my son, Travis, and since you saw them last year, well, they've been working on some Christmas songs, and I think we just about got one learned, hadn't we? Y'all ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Deck the halls with bells of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, fa la 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 la. Troll the ancient wife, Billy, and this here's little Wesley Kane. You didn't see too much of him on last year's show because he fell asleep, but he's got a little more life to him this year, don't you? What? Well, I guess so, honey. Here's a song that kind of describes how we feel about Christmas at our house. Give me a kiss. Kiss.
Christmas is for children, just for children. Grown-ups say Santa's down the chimney. That's for children like the reindeer and the sleigh. That same tale is told every Christmas Eve again. We may think we're old, but our hearts can almost believe again. Christmas is for children, but aren't we all children? Christmas Day.
Caroling, caroling, now we go. Christmas bells are ringing. Caroling, caroling through the snow. Christmas bells are ringing. Joyous voices loud and clear. Sing the sad of heart to cheer. Ding dong, Christmas bells are ringing.
Well, you met my folks and my family. Well, this is my television family. The Ray Charles singer, Ron Poindexter dancers, Jerry and Mel, Larry, Bill, Dennis and Bob, and, of course, Ann Murray. And our guests, Shecky and George. And over there at the piano is our musical conductor, Marty Page. And if we can keep up with him, we're going to do a few Christmas carols.
Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding dong.
Hark how the bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say, throw cares away.
Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old, ding and the pole. Ding, ding, and dong, that is a song with joyful ring, all caroling.
One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they pound, raising the sound, o'er hill and dale, telling the tale. Gayety they ring while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Merry, 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 merry Christmas. Merry, 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 merry Christmas. On they send on without end their joyful tone to every home.
Hark how the bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say, throw cares away.
Oh, how gayly they're ringing out now. Gayly they ring while people sing songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Merry, 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 merry Christmas. Merry, 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 merry Christmas. On they send on without end their joyful tone to every home. Hark how the bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say, throw cares away.
Ding dong, ding dong.
What child is this who laid to rest on Mary's lap is sleeping, whom angels greet with anthems sweet, while shepherds watch our keeping? This is Christ the King, whom shepherds guard and angels sing. Haste, haste to bring him love, the babe, the Son of Mary.
Christmas
Christmas is coming, the geese are getting fat.
Please put a penny in an old man's hat.
If you haven't got a penny, a halfpenny will do. If you haven't got a halfpenny, may God bless you.
Christmas is coming, the geese are getting fat.
Christmas is coming, the Christmas is coming, the geese are getting fat.
The haste put a penny.
If you haven't got a penny, if you haven't got a penny, if you haven't got a halfpenny, if you haven't got a halfpenny, may God bless you. God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, 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 joy to the world. The Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing. And heaven and nature sing. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings to you wherever you are. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Well, Travis, I think it's time you went to bed, so you want to say your prayers to Daddy?
Okay.
Okay.
Now lay me down, sleep, I play, Lord, my soul to keep. Watch it guide me out this day, 2 hours the heavy way. God bless Mommy and Daddy, and God bless Grandpa, Grandma, and God bless Marty, and God bless King, and Travis, and Kelly. Especially their boy, they're beaten on. Watch them bring them back safely. Amen.
Amen. Good night.
Oh, place like home.
From all of us, it's a good time hour. To all of you, good night and Merry Christmas. I hope you have a Happy New Year, too. Good night.
Also appearing on tonight's show was Eddie Frank. Speaking for the Glen Campbell Good Time Hour, this is Bill Thompson.